What's up, it's Destiny back again for another video, and in today's video I'm going to talk about a story that was sent to me by someone who supports the channel. Before I get into that video, I want to go ahead and say make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss videos like these. Be prepared to leave a comment and a thumbs up. Also, please excuse my voice. I know it's a little raspy. We were at the theme park yesterday. I was doing a lot of screaming, a lot of talking, a lot of carrying on. Okay. So in today's video, I'm talking about something that was sent to me a few days ago. I actually had to sit with this story because it's like, do I want to discuss this? It's a lot of sensitive things that are going on. I feel it's race related. I feel it's children involved. I feel it's police involved. All of those things are very touchy in the country that I live in. So I try to be mindful, but the facts are the facts. The truth are the truth. And a lot of people like to sugarcoat or sweep things under the rug, especially in this country, in society, period. I'm not a part of that, okay? I believe in exposure, okay? So, in this story, I'm going to paraphrase it. This happened in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. And it was basically a 6-year-old took the life of a police officer. Now, some details, some background story. Her and her mom were shopping at the store. She purchased a TV. She lost the receipt before she could get to the greeter. The greeter asked for the receipt. She said, hey, I don't have it, but let me go get the cashier who rung me up so that you know I'm not out here stealing. The cashier vouches for her and says, yes, I just rung her up. She purchased this TV. She's good to go. The greeter says, no, you're not, because you don't have a receipt. The lady's like, okay, whatever. Proceeds to go into the parking lot. Tries to get help with loading the TV into the car. The greeter, whose name is Trevor, okay, calls the authorities, the police, and says that someone is stealing a TV. So the police come out, confront the young lady. I don't know what words exactly were exchanged. This and that happened. The police ends up taking the woman down to the ground, trying to arrest her. The 6-year-old daughter who is in the car sees and hears what's going on, remembers that her mom concealed carries, or has a firearm, I should say, gets the firearm out of the car, proceeds to stop the situation, ends up firing on the police, and the police is unalived on the scene. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot to unpack. Firstly, as a mom who conceal carries, who has firearms, and who also has children, actually a 6-year-old, to be in this situation would be devastating to me. For my children to feel that they have to protect me, period, is devastating. To the point that they are afraid that my life is going to be taken away, so they have to do something like take someone else's life. That's traumatic. That's devastating. So my thoughts and prayers are with this young lady and her daughter. Okay, honestly. Secondly, I don't know how I got to 0 to 60 real quick. As someone who goes to grocery stores, not really that often, deliver my groceries, baby. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for Trevor at the door trying to check me. I've been up in this grocery store 30 minutes and you got the nerve to try to go through item by item? No, sir. Get out my face. I feel that he was completely wrong. And we have a lot of things that happen like this where someone goes way far beyond and above what they're actually called to do just to try to hurt someone. And then inadvertently someone else gets hurt in the process. I'm not sure exactly the words that were exchanged with the mother and the police officer, but to the point where you're taking me down to the ground over a TV that I purchased is insane. I have not seen no body camera footage. I don't even know if I would want to because of the shooting that took place, but how do we get there? A TV to now someone being unalived is insane. I personally feel that there were no arrests made from what I've read. And I just double checked today because like I said, I got this story a few days ago. I just double checked just to see if there was any updates. I personally did not see one. I do not live in the same state that this happened. So the local news might have different information. And if you have that information and you're privy to it, please leave it in the comment section below to keep us up to date. But I did not see any arrests being made. The 6-year-old little girl should not be arrested. The mother should not be arrested. Trevor should absolutely be arrested. He basically cried wolf and somebody was unalived because of it. The lady purchased the TV. You can run back the footage. You can get the report from the receipt. If it's really that deep, if it's really that serious, all he had to do was make a report to it. They would have verified with the cash register because everything is logged in there. They would have seen it, okay? And he just would have been, you know, feeling crunchy, as my family says. He would be feeling crunchy because you're wrong, you know? It didn't have to involve the police. It did not have to involve someone being unalived. But, again, no arrests were made. I feel like Trevor should be arrested. I feel deeply for this family because I cannot even begin to imagine the trauma that this little girl felt, that she had to do what she did. I cannot even begin to imagine how that mother feels that her daughter did that. You know, I have boys who are very protective of me. They don't play about me. I don't ever want to be in a situation to where my children feel that they have to do this. I've had conversations with my oldest son especially. I'm like, because now he has Instagram. This is a quick sidebar. And I said, you know, people say a lot of crazy things on my Instagram. I don't want you to get upset. I don't want you to be in the comments arguing with nobody, entertaining none of the foolishness that might be said under my post. We've had to have this conversation because he's came to me, Mom, what is this? And, you know, and I know that goes against his masculine instincts, that goes against him being a man or a young man, period. His job and his, you know, innate abilities are to protect women, especially his mother. So to be in a situation in person like that, I don't want that. I don't want that for my boys. I don't want them to have to experience that. That is traumatic. Okay? Because my son has gotten into altercations when he was younger over someone just saying something about me. So I can only imagine what would happen if he feels like my life is threatened. That is not something I want to ever experience, okay? But back to the topic at hand. How do you feel about this situation? Do you feel that the mother should be charged with something because the firearm was not locked away in a safe? It was in the car. It's probably in the glove compartment or the middle console or something like that. Do you feel that the mother should have any form of repercussions because of this? Because that is her child. And as parents, we are responsible for what our children do. You know, unfortunately, that is what it is. Do you feel like the little girl should have any type of repercussions? Do you think Trevor should have any repercussions? Please let me know in the comment section below. Do you think the cop was justified in accelerating the situation to where she felt she needed to arrest the lady? Where was the de-escalation tactics? You know, what was going on? Where was the backup? You know, the mom obviously didn't pose a threat to the cop's life, so why did she feel the need to take her down? And we know that cops have protocols and things that as civilians we might not be privy to. But let me know in the comment section your thoughts, feelings, and concerns about this. And do you have this conversation with your children when it comes to protection and you owning a firearm and possibly getting into an altercation publicly or in the view of the child where the child might want to step in? Do you have those conversations? I'm going to revisit this conversation with my sons, but I have to be mindful that they are boys and it is their job to protect. And I can't make them go against something that is innate to who they are. Just like it is innate to that little girl to protect her mother. It's innate for me to protect my family, anyone that I love. No one can tell me I can't do that, you know? So leave in the comment section below, how do you feel about this story? Have you heard about this story? Yeah, just let me know. There's no right or wrong answer. Unless you blaming the little girl, then there's a wrong answer. But no right or wrong answer. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comments below. And as always, if you love someone, tell them. Stay dangerous.